Haley with the NFC North, Cynthia with the NFC South, and Jax with the NFC West. And now we will get those teams loaded for you right away and rock and roll. We have Tom Brady of the Buccaneers going to Cynthia. Travis Kelce of the Chiefs going to Jax. Lamar Jackson of the Ravens going to Rob. The house calls out of 100. Tyrann Mathieu of the Kansas City Chiefs going to Jax. Followed up by Terrace Marshall Jr. out of 299. Terrace Marshall Jr. out of 299 of Carolina. And that is going to be going to Cynthia. Followed up by a flash, Stephon Diggs of the Buffalo Bills going to Jason. Then we've got a Greg Newsome, the second of the Cleveland Browns, going to Rob. Trevon Moehrig of the Raiders, and that's going to Jax. And then we have a KJ Costello to randomize as well at the end. And then our memorabilia is going to be Mr. A.J. Brown of the Tennessee Titans. And that's going to Rob. Lamar Jackson of the Ravens going to Rob. Kirk Cousins of the Vikings going to Haley. Nick Chubb of the Browns going to Rob. Then we have Deontay Johnson of the Steelers. Deontay Johnson of the Steelers going to Rob. And then a Deontay Johnson out of 99 of the Steelers going to Rob as well. Followed up by Tyson Campbell of the Jacksonville Jaguars going to Rob. Sane Bichelle of the Kansas City Chiefs going to Jax. And Christian Darrisaw of the Vikings going to Haley. Then we have a house calls Ryan Tannehill of the Titans going to Rob. And then our auto is going to be Joe Tryon of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, and that's 24 out of 100 right there. And we're halfway through this break. Devontae Adams of the Packers, Devin White of the Buccaneers, Keenan Allen of the Chargers. We have Quinnen Williams of the Jets, followed by Xavier Howard out of 299. Xavier Howard of the Dolphins out of 299. And that's going to Jason. We have Derrick Henry. Derrick Henry lights out of the Titans. Then we have Jalen, and that's going to be going to Rob. Jalen Phillips of the Dolphins headed to Jason. Joe Tryon of the Buccaneers going to Cynthia, and Shi Smith of the Panthers going to Cynthia as well. And next up, we have a Penei Sewell out of 100 auto, and that's of the Detroit Lions, and that's going to Haley. Probably not the auto she was looking for when she selected the NFC North, but hopefully she's not going to complain about that one. I don't think she will. We have T.J. Hawkinson of the Lions, George Kittle of the Niners, Tyreek Hill of the Chiefs, Matt Ryan of the Falcons, a Jalen Phillips out of 35 of the Miami Dolphins right there going to Jason, followed by Javian Hawkins of the Atlanta Falcons going to Cynthia. I know, I was making a joke. Christian Barmore of the Patriots. Great to see you back, though, Brett Diddley, Brett. And Hunter Long of the Dolphins. And then we have the dynamic Jamar Chase. Jamar Chase, dynamic of the Cincinnati Bengals. And the auto to wrap it up is going to be another Jamar Chase, and this one out of 50. Jamar Chase out of 50 for the Bengals, going to Rob. There we go, baby. Alrighty, let's randomize this KJ Costello. Four times. Four-time randomization. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And it's going to go to Mr. Sean Baldwin. Sean Baldwin getting that KJ. All right, let's run these rookies down. We have Hunter Long of the Dolphins, followed by Christian Barmore of the Patriots, Javian Hawkins of the Falcons, Shi Smith of the Panthers, Joe Tryon of the Bucks, Jalen Phillips of the Dolphins, Minnesota Vikings of Christian Darrisaw of the Vikings, Shane Buechele of the Chiefs, Tyson Campbell of the Jaguars, Trevon Moehrig of the Raiders, Greg Newsome II of the Browns, and Terrace Marshall Jr. out of 299 of the Carolina Panthers. And now we'll run down these featured cards as well. First, we have two good rookies. We have the Jalen Phillips numbered out of 35, 11 out of 35 of the Dolphins going to Jason. And then the Jamar Chase dynamic of the Bengals going to Rob. Then we have the A.J. Brown memorabilia of the Tennessee Titans going to Rob. Saved by the Costello is right, Sean. And then we have 2 out of 100 autos. We have the Penei Sewell of the Detroit Lions out of 100 going to Haley, and the Joe Tryon out of 100 of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers going to Cynthia. And then the big hitter in this one is going to be Mr. Jamar Chase, and that is out of 50. Jamar Chase out of 50 of the Cincinnati Bengals going to Rob. And there we have it. That is the end of break 1025. Alrighty,